Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gupta, in which we're on the verge of forming the new Gupta Empire, or that title would also be known as the Bengal Empire, unless if you want to think it in a more historical way because of the geographical location where we come from in Magadha. A new Magadha Empire, just like the Nandas, the Mauryas, and the Imperial Guptas of old. So yes, a new empire will be on a rise soon. As Maharaja Chandrasen was able to defeat his brothers, such as Jayapala, which I think he was the former. Let me see the titles. We know he had Bihar. Bengal was taken away from Indra Narayan, who is the heir to the empire, despite the fact that he's a lunatic suffering from gonorrhea. He held all the good traits, but however, he couldn't best Chandrasen. Now, Kamarupa was a special case. Kumara Devi was the mother of the children, and then she was assassinated by an unknown assailant, in which Indra Narayan inherited, which he would never kill his mother because, why would you? They weren't rivals. No reason to. And then later fought against Indra Narayan to take Kamarup, even though I have broken a truce, which makes me a truce breaker. But it was necessary. Whose privileges am I going to revoke? You. Yeah. We've had issues with that, man. I will study the feudal law and find a way to do it, because I have a high learning skill. There, you've done it. And if you don't like that, we'll take this to the papers. And plus, that man in particular is probably dangerous. He needs to be rid of. I don't mean to assassinate. What I mean is to plot to fabricate treason. Call him the traitor. Weaken their power base. So we have to get rid of some unruly vassals by different means. And Indra Narayan wants to kidnap me as a way of getting revenge. I suggest you stop right now. Otherwise, we're gonna fight. You have no power here. So. And while we plot to fabricate this man for treason, yes, he was a traitor. They're all Bengali now, But we'll figure out what to do with that in future. But interestingly, there are a few conflicts where we can fight visual claim wars, which will be very easy, where we can do minimum expansion. Because there's this ruler, and so we will help him out. But first, get the Bengal army in position. The Magadha army into position. As I wish to have a son. No longer stressed. Also, I have a bounty hunt mission to do. Hurry up and die. Die well. He only bruised my legs once. I'm ready to move up. Because you know I'm a skilled fighter. And I feel I'm good enough to rank up. There we go. You put up a good fight, even though I was a bit bruised here. And now I could properly rest. You got it. I got my eye on you. Training grounds, that's what we've been lacking. So just investing more to the power base in the Magadha region. My half-sister Dr. Devi Kirby approached me about her Jain beliefs, trying to convert me to her worship. I engaged her in a theological debate. Now you're a Shaivist Hindu, just like me. After spending many months studying the campaigns of Ashoka the Great, I've gained some fascinating insights and acquired new wisdom in military matters. I realized that the art of war might be well worth studying. I shall be the master of strategy. While we're still looking for a resource. Keep that well in mind. In position. This is your claim, war folks. With us. Even though it feels like we're kind of rushing things here. Hold position. Pirate fleets. Always happens. Read a book. The naval action against the pirate fleet went well enough. Casualties were inflicted and suffered, but in a pirate fleet withdrawal to raid less dangerous play. I managed to diminish the effects of pirate raid, both their potency and their lasting time. I stood my water. Nice going, Ace. Friendly, neutral, hostile, friend. That's the reason why we need to fabricate evidence for his treason. We set out to get rid of him. What a waste of gold. Alright, move in. Alright, good enough numbers to take them on. I added too much salt to my food and now it tastes disgusting. How many churches do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I am already ambitious, but I could become stubborn. But I will try to eat it. No effect. Still resist my attempts to establish a solid relationship between us. Just tell her to be my friend, damn it. That's what I gotta say. Be my friend or else. I do not often raise my voice, but it's a necessity. He wants Bengal. I like to see him try. Volatility in China. Cursed by local spirits there. There's only 2 holdings here. Should probably include Kalinga. Tannery in Chunar. Well, get to work on that. We have to ransom some people. Unfortunately, there is one. Now we'll take a medium loan. Assault that area right now. There's money in this. See? Like I said. Solves our problem right away. Just a minute. There's your money. Subjugate. No forced vassalization, but there's another de jure where we can fight. And make it quick. Alright. My co-conspirators fabricated evidence against Maharaja Chandrasen II. Despite a revolt against me, I'll circulate the evidence among my vassals. They'll support my actions against this traitor. Damn it. Damn it. They know too much. Although we can have righteous imprisonment against them now. Well, we'll do that in just a moment. Just we gotta end this conflict quick, and then we'll focus it on here. Those guys who want Bengal, it's gonna take a while for them to get here. And I have just picked up Legendary Commander. Tuna is no longer volatile. Like to see Magadha back to prosperity. This way. Too small. If I was next to Maharaja, then I would consider. Gotcha. 100%. Righteous imprison him right now. We got him. Is an infidel and only Buddhist vassals will object. You know, like you and you. I only want, the titles that they've held that's in Kamarup areas to tell them to get away from there. That's all I wanted. So, is it kinda here? What else? Para. There too. He also holds Nimapuru. Now listen, brother. I'll make it up to you. Since you were the former title holder of Kamarupa. One day you're gonna become Maharaj again, but you'll be a subservient under me. Got it? Unless I want to replace it with another vassal. Which he has committed no crime yet, despite our rivalry differences. I mean, you could easily assassinate him. If I were to retract it from him, he'll say, right? Is our prisoner. What do you need? Oh, impressive with vague promises. You just wait, alright? Just hang on. I'm working on it. That's good to hear. Hey. It's good to know, but I'm working on it. Kamatapur. Also got a retract that from you. You will learn. No idea why it's independent. How dare he? Okay, thank you. Now, listen, I will give you the kingdom of Kamarupa when the Empire of Bengal, or the Magadha Empire, or the new Gupta Empire is formed. That time has not come yet. It's just the issue is agnatic. And of course, the fact that she's chaste and all that doesn't really help it. But she's very smart, and I cannot deny that. There will be a time that I will switch to family focus, but not right now. Just let me do some thinking. I mean, look, I will grant him all these titles. And plus, that lowered fertility did have him having gonorrhea. I mean, you may never know he could die, so yeah, do it. What are these places called? One moment. Kamarob Nagar. You know, I can create it if I have the money. But not right now. I'll transfer vassalage to you. Such as, Kamatapur. It ain't gonna make you happier because we're rivals and we'll forever be rivals. Again, these are all territories that I hold, and I can't give him any of these lands. Xutea. You would have Xutea. But yet I can't give you these lands for whatever reason. Srihata. Yovas. Again, doing more thinking in my head as I look around for all of you. That thing, I had to stop recording immediately because there was a ant. Yes, a single ant on my upper chest. It didn't bit me, I just felt it crawling, but I don't know where it went off to now, but it's not on my desk anymore, so anyways, we'll continue. Anyways, now, I think we found a man who can hold these Assamese territories. But fortunately, that man is Assamese. Let me see. What was his name again? There he is. That man right there. He's going to be holding these areas. You shall hold there. And now subsequently, Dimapur, Harupaswara. Once we get rid of my brother, you will be its Raj of the whole area. The Assamese must claim their lands back. I'm doing this for you. Even though the only difference is you're a Shaktiist and I am a Shaivist, you know? I don't want to kill my brother because that'd be kinslaying. we could try this again. To fabricate treason. To say that he is the traitor. The man's got gonorrhea. Send the spy master over as well. And then once he is accused that he is the traitor of this state, then his titles will be revoked and they will all be given to the Assamese man. After all, the majority of the population of Kamarupa is Assamese rather than Bengali, and a little bit of a Boltpot, Tibet. You will be a loyalist to me now because I've given you much land and you are of some use to me. It's fortunate that we found you, etc. What are you doing here again? Oh, yeah, it's a restless province. We should work on that. Don't have that ability yet. No interesting targets for me to get the money repaid, because we still gotta repay those loans one day. After we fight this potential war against them, then I will switch to a family focus and hope for a son. Despite the fact that I'm chaste. No, my wife's chaste. I'm not. If only she was a Shaktiist. Is that so? Who dares to kill me? Kill Maharaja. Oh, it's another one of my rivals. He'll probably die out, I hope. Don't make me duel you now. But I'll tell you to end that plot right now. Makes you think that I couldn't. Nah, it's not worth it. Still gotta pay the interest. We have decorated our hair ornaments with kura, a fragrance made from a pandan palm. Smells nice. Even though I don't think I have that much head of hair, as far as I can tell. While my training is greatly improved my physical prowess and my skills in combat, it has not a positive effect on my looks. My skin has grown rough and blemished by countless amount of old bruises and small scars. And so what? Looks do not matter. Well, now I'm uncouth. Yeah, she ain't gonna like that. Yet another new school of thought. Tong Kunga, the mutilators, been the talk of all cultured men recently. That's silly. It appears they found a philosophical school to rival the ancients. Their thoughts on art, literature, and a government of man are truly remarkable. This Olympian philosophy will go far. He is the founder of this philosophy. From all the way over there. There goes that shepherd community in Magadha. There are rumors that certain tax collectors in my realm are disgustingly corrupt. Unfortunately, I don't have good evidence to back this up, even after a lengthy investigation. Still, the commoners are convinced otherwise, that if I don't do something, they might grow restless. On the other hand, imprisoning the officials without cause would be problematic as well. Arrest these officials, whether they're innocent or not. Didn't pick up any of the traits. Don't need to be told of his every move. When he comes, alright? His time will be coming. Now. Well, I have no great love for the Negranta, the Jakan. I had no idea he despised so much, so I began hearing rumors of hateful comments. When I saw my recorded glares, the glares he shot my way confirmed my suspicions. So that's how it is, huh? So many are against me. Repay that loan. Needed to get the fertility up when you're in good shape. There you go. You want prestige? That's it. You got it. We'll have them dealt with sooner or later. The Maharaja of Malwa. Founder of Cadet House Ajamur. Really? They split off from the Pratihara. I didn't know they have the ability to do cadet branches. I'll gladly attend. I got nothing better to do. Yeah, Hindu. Just to remind myself. Oh, you also have these titles. Give me those two. Because those lands belong to Kamarupa. You keep the old Shanti Devaraj. No, he will have to defend himself. A peasant we must. You will have this. And this. You're the great Raja. Now. Ooh, she's tall. And fertile. Can I have her as a concubine? I mean, of course he will, because he likes me well enough. Only because we just don't have a son yet. Blackmail you. What the heck? Oh no, that's the neighbor. It's the color that got me confused. I had to convince him to stop. In fact, when we become the Empire, vassalize all this, subjugate Kosala. That's my plan. One more thing. Organize smuggler operation if we can get a smuggler operation. Really? Thought he was a nice guy, but his office is forfeit. He's banished. Take some of that money out. Oh, son of a... I should have... Damn it! What court did he go to now? Rantanambu. If I'd looked up the artifacts first before banishing him, I would have taken that Kama Sutra book. It's for the fertility. And also we're Indo-Aryan culture, so we're allowed to use that. Damn it! Shouldn't have done that. Look first before you acquire it. Maybe I'll invite him back. I'll just say, hey, it's a... Oh, I got it. Hey, I want you to come back to court. It's a bit of a misunderstanding, alright? Let me offer you my prestige. It's a misunderstanding, alright? I really want that book. The ocean waters rage and rage and rage around in my dream. A maddening array of raw force of nature's destruction. And I've unraveled. Hopelessly, I'm at their mercy. What is humanity but a speck in the cosmos and compared to all this? Even this I shall overcome. Hey, welcome back. It was a misunderstanding. Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. Imprison him! Give me that book! Imprison him again! Now, give me some of my money back and some of yours. Oh boy! That's fun. Well, was it worth it? Okay, what do I not need? You gotta unequip one of those books. Ah, this! No wonder! Get this off and start reading this. The Kama Sutra, a sought-after classic. Some argue that Pujari, in fact, did not write this himself. His illustrations are beautiful. Came from a long line. And then we banished him. And then he came back and took his book. And then we took it out of imprisonment again. And then get out of the country. Alright. I'm ready to have some children. Ready to be a family man. There's no need for a family focus now. The fertility's high enough. Also, there's another thing I should just spend. Appointed domain overseer. Not you. Yes, you. One of the best men at the court. Because we're slightly having stability issues and I can't watch over all the provinces. As much as I want to make Magadha a serene province, but that time hasn't come yet. Okay, I understand that. Alrighty, the tannery is done. We'll get even more money out of this. I am not happy with Narseng. Damn it, man. It's that low stewardship, it didn't contribute. So yes, I'm a very fertile man. You may be chaste, but you and me are gonna have children sooner or later. That's it. Dueling you. If you don't accept this duel, you're foolish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, to convene with my agents, I will use any means necessary to win this duel. So I will become deceitful, but my diplomacy is high enough. Raja Indranaryan's moved sluggishly. Perhaps it's due to the special breakfast I have made to prepare for him, but it's clear that the man is not his best form before anyone catches on. I attack with full force, but it almost feels too easy. Well, I'm a kinslayer now. That's not going to look good on the general opinion nor the diplomacy. But I had to do what I had to do. He would be too dangerous to be left alive. At least everybody's still positive because of my very good reputation, but I had to do it. Once that truce breaker thing expires, then the diplomacy will be back up. And you'll be evenly skilled with everything. Now it's my niece that's the heir. What? Honestly, should be for my children of my own. Either from you or you. Tall women. Okay. Sotia is yours. You are its replacement. Kavarupa Nagara, yours. In addition, you'll be granted 2 lower vassals. And when the empire forms, you will be the Maharaja of Kamarupa. Took me a while to remember the name. Honestly, I didn't mean to kill him. What I was hoping for, since I added poison, what I was hoping is for him to be severely injured, and then he would die a combination of him being severely injured and gonorrhea. But and you call that dishonorable? Yeah. We'll see about that. Agitator discovered. Together with the intelligence services of my realm, I was able to discover that Orma's host was the mastermind of the recent drop of stability in the main front. What does he have to do with anything? But we'll plan a military operation against this province. It's just a... even though he's not a landed character. So I'll just say, so this is the culprit. The son of Indranaryan. Nephew. Oh dear. I think it was a good thing that we had to kill him right on time, but so we can get it and give him all these territories. to these Samis, man. Also, remember, we may have a host coming, so don't do anything. As in, don't start any wars. Don't even form the Empire yet. I'm sure there's better ones here. Like him. Yeah. You have enough money to form the Empire, but just wait. We may have a host coming through. Maybe coming here. Maybe, maybe not. Let's hold a Diwali feast. Hopefully I can get my wife to love me. Love her further increases the chances of pregnancy. Reading Kama Sutra these days, because I'm an Indo-Aryan and I can do that. How do you like it now? Not a lover. Eek. From Sindhu. Oh no, not that way, because that's close to the areas of, well, your tiny area. That's close to, you know, the areas of the Abbasid Empire. That would create more problems, because they managed to get themselves together. Even though they have a high imperial decay. So they can't provide too much forces, as much as they would have because of the said imperial decay. Whereas Tibet, on the other hand, it's 19 and it's ran by an imbecile. With no heirs, for now. No. Just say don't have the funds, which in actuality we're saving it for the Empire. Now the question is, will he come or will he not? New Emperor, open China, likes wealth but frowns upon Tengris. Good. Put it back here. How dare he? I don't have the diplomacy like I used to. Devious schemer. Be aware. Check if there's any plots that are against me. No, it does not appear to be. Anyways, after years of trying and failing to raise an army large enough to challenge me, he's finally admitted defeat and given up on his quest. He will remain in the Kosala kingdom next door, where he will likely live out the remainder of his life in obscurity. Nice try. He's a tough customer. Damn. Gotcha. Told you. He was a tough man. Coordination ceremony with you. I'll be there. When I return from this coordination ceremony, I will become the Samrat of the new empire. I am drinking an excellently prepared herbal tea made using the horehound herb, said to help with digestion and breathing. Ah, what relaxing tea. Yeah, the Rashtrakuta dynasty, which they've really split the realm between them. Hey, do you have any? Never mind. I was about to say, you got any sons? Because, you know, we could betroth. An alliance between us and Maharashtra would be good. Yeah, we're rivals now. Because we took that book. That heavily favored Kama Sutra. I should switch family focus right now. Further increasing the fertility. Cause it's about damn time. Stop. The amount of money that I have seems to be good enough. What I mean is, you say when you spend it on that, you are spending 398 gold, so that's the reason why I was saving up. Why am I stalling that amount? That's why. And plus the rules are different in HIP, Historical Immersion Project. Instead of controlling 80% of the Empire, you have to control 66% of the Empire. I control 80%, which would have just created that title right away, right now. And so there you have it. The Gupta Empire has returned. Except it's the new Gupta Empire, or probably out west by scholars they would probably call it a Neo-Gupta Empire. So that way they'll just say that it's totally not related to the old Gupta Empire that controlled most of North India. But strong, centralized empires are needed these days. You'll have to do. Just hang on. What am I lacking? Diplomacy. And since you have a diplomacy education, a very high one. Matters of diplomacy and politics. You're very good at this. That would definitely jump it up. My realm stretches from horizon to horizon. The armies I command have crushed all foes. The prosperity of the people is undeniable. I'm clearly favored by Brahma. It seems fitting and just that I should be called the Samrat of the Bengal Empire and exalted above other rulers. Surely there will be challenges, still be challenges ahead, but under my rulership the Bengali people will enter a new age. Whether that age is one of further glory or ultimate destruction will be determined by my guiding hand. May our future reign be glorious. Also, by the way, that art image that you've been seeing in coronation ceremonies, that's an Indian style image of a coronation ceremony. That's different from, you know, out in Arabic countries or European countries where the art tends to be different. And you see that in the middle? This is what that throne typically looks like, especially an imperial throne of an Indian style. So look at me now, of the Samrat's crown. When you're of an Indo-Aryan culture, that's what they typically look like. And as for her, as you get a good look at her, since she's a Kannada, Dravidian, South Indian. This is what the Samrajni's crown looks like. I mean, you've probably seen the old Dravidian Imperial crown before when I did the Chola series back then. And since we make very good income, let me see. It is a despotic empire is how it's described. You know, I could have the highest crown authority if I wanted it to. Although it would progress towards the law, imperial administration. Imperial administration. Ah, here it is. Wow. So, late feudal administration, then everybody will support it. Lose 1,000 prestige for this. Under primogeniture rules. This is Rajputana. Remember, future conflicts. We can't vassalize them, but we could just fight bit by bit in Zord claimant wars. So it would be easy just to start with them, because they're the smallest. I mean, the Empire just formed, so there is no Imperial decay yet. Now, if I wish to found the Academy, I need 75 titles to count in a realm. And I got a lot of money and a lot of prestige. So no doubt this empire will continue to expand. I was about to say what else I could do as an empire. Ah yes, you probably want something. Kamarupa, as promised. You'll be governing that. Now who would want Bengal? Just throw that son of a beeswax in the oubliette. When he dies, then I'll give that title to him. And just to feel generous, I will create the Kingdom of Gondwana, which will be given to the Chedi Raj. There you have it. If we can have more of ours, so then it'll be good. Well, we don't want to subjugate them. I'm saving the subjugation war in the future against them. Or for the whole of Kosala. Think, think, think. As you were. But don't forget, you got a very good amount of prestige that you have. Of course I'll be there. Damn. Can't my virus ever bring good news? Oh, I just remembered. Get back here. He'll be heading over there. Just to get started with those wars of expansion to there. And it will creep up to get the rest of Odessa, then this way. Refused revocation. You can handle this situation, no doubt. You sure? Sure. At least we become friends now. Haha. That reminds me of the parts of the Silk Road that we control. Thought you would have had a child by then. Regardless, daughter or son, don't really think much. The daughter. Again, child of a concubine, at least for now. Ronnie. In position. Okay, mind, our garrisons will hold, but we can have troops from the Chetty Raj. It's the Chetty Kingdom. It's a good thing you're not gonna be the future heir. Start small. It's a wonder how we declared that war, whereas we could have just easily offered vassalization to them because these are fellow Hindus. They will not be vassalized because they're Buddhists. Well, we started that quite by accident. Plus, there's another good reason. Fellow member of Life and Death. As I say, yep, totally an accident. Didn't mean it. Go in. I'll be there too. I'll address that volatility in Magadha for this. Oh, this again. Too much salt again. Try to eat it. Vomiting. Help. Court position, you around? Huh. I just, done a bad thing. Yeah, didn't... Could have just offered vassalization. Why didn't I think of that? For the little guys out there. Alright, if you live next to a county, be sure to offer vassalization then. There's that other Indo-Aryan country. Sinhalese, yes. Too far away. If we were to, you know, include them in the future, but South India, there's gonna be more resistance, especially when you get to Tamil lands. Don't assault. The Hindustani populace in Jaunpur resent me as a ruler and feel that I am a foreigner. Yet I depend on these self-same people to collect my taxes and man my army. This will simply not do. I think it is time to bring some of the boys from back home to help them out over there. Sounds like a job for real men. Now this area's become Bengali. Yeah, it's slowly converting towards Bengali this way. Yeah. Transfer. Here. There's the kingdom that we should create, and I'll most likely give it to you because fellow Hindu. Return. Why haven't you coordinated yet? Were you waiting for me to finish the war and says, hey, it's time? Of course I'll gladly attend. From one of this to another. Damn him. Just been demoted for this. That man bested me. With the blessings of Shiva. This is what your crown looks like? That Assami's crown? Volatile's gone from Magadha. New friend. Yeah, what happened to that one? And if you were to get rid of her, then this is the son of it, who is... Well, that just pretty much tells you everything about him. Let's have some fun with that. He ain't gonna be that much of a threat. I'm sure you can get rid of it. Now hurry up and die, so that way as there can be the new King of Bengal. Or this one, because he seems reasonable. Powerful vassal. What an odd place to be Lord Mayor, but no. No need for that. How much is it to create a kingdom? Oh, I need 200 karma. Oh, all the heck way over there. Oh. send me those forces from there. That's not enough. You're going down there too. This is exasperating, don't you think? Again, haven't had a good look at some of the areas. South India is a mess about as much as West India. And the Abbasids and their vassals are taking advantage of this. Top of the morning and nothing to report. The guard told me he made a few rounds on my garden. Well, I'm already a raffle person, so I'll just say, stand up straight. And I picked up proud for that. Go figure. Send my marshal to hunt him down. He'll know what to do. Get together and go in after him. Excellent work. Gotta be at peace first, obviously. Some of the Kalingan forces will be there. Where was I? Trying to think. That court size has been really emptying as of late. Doing some calculating and thinking in the head. Oh, he must be at peace. Oh, you are subjugating them and winning. Oh, you're going to do us a favor. Good. So I don't have to do that. Well, I hope you win. For once. In fact, you're stationed over there. Yeah, you can't have claimant wars against the South Indian countries because of their Dravidian culture. And the only way we can expand into these areas is that we gotta push somebody's claim. And we can vassalize them. But I'm in no rush. Like, not even them. Actually, we can subjugate them from afar. Obviously, we don't have the karma for that, which, yeah. Despite my high learning, I don't do enough of the theology focus, which one would think that I should just join us. It's a pretty easy way, but there's no need for that yet. I think I'm far more important militarily to even think about retirement as a monk, which has become a family tradition, but I don't want to be doing that. Don't want to end up like him, or even him. No, I'm different. Fortunately, there's a Tibetan revolt. I think there's some... He became a Jain. Have they always been Jains, or am I crazy? It's the Tyranny War. And a big one at that. That just gives me an idea how to take advantage of them. You know those areas? That's part of Conruba. We should fight a war against them. For there's your claimant wars. At least 2 of them. Yeah, that's one way to deal with them. But we'll think about that. I just hope you win, alright? I could convince him to stop. Again, I plan on spending my subjugation war on him. For Aksala. Go west, just like in the olden days of the Guptas. I'm not sure how, but the managed to turn his own subjects against me. The people of Magadha clamoring me to have me disposed. But if you need to subjugate, you need to work on your piety, your karma. You don't get very much unless you have a theology focus or a couple of events. But I believe the best way to do that is, as I said, yes, I'll take up theology, but there's this other thing you can do. A pilgrimage. Plus, you're not a very virtuous man. What happened to you being humble? What happened to all that? That high amount of wealth, but I plan on spending something else. Plan on winning a war. This'll help. Didn't think I would see that, did I? So I shall do a pilgrimage on one of the holy sites of Hindu faith, seeking enlightenment and purification. I know I'm not in a monastic society yet, but I need karma. My great-grandfather Ramagupta once went to Varanasi. I will seek Mathura, the birthplace of Krishna. That's over here. Doesn't look far, but that's what it is. Oh. Yeah, I received a request for additional funds from my spy master. Says it's too easy for spies to make their way inside my home and wants to take precautionary measures against hostile operations. Can't hurt to be a little safer. And now I'm off to this pilgrimage towards the birthplace of Sri Krishna. small village stands an unusually large maple tree. The villagers build a platform of grass and mud around the center. This is clearly a place for spiritual reflection and discussion. I must stay and learn what these people can teach me. Following Brahmansville is more than anything else. I've become zealous. Don't take it too far. I owed you a favor? She wants... trade access to the capital. What? Trade access? Limited taxation? She's not a landed character, but... if I were to say no, then I would be known as ungrateful for a good while. And fine. Plus, we can get other money and taxation by other means when we expand more territory. Arrival in Mathura. I have finally arrived at the heart of Raj, in Mathura, a place where Lord Krishna was once born. It is said the first temple constructed at this ancient site was built by Vajranapha, a great-grandson of Krishna himself. Since then, the devoted have traveled to this place to give their offerings to the most holy of Hindu places. Today, thousands of pilgrims come here and to the nearby Vrindavan, where Krishna spent his youth. Every year, the circumambulate Govardhana and the other temples. It is beautiful. And yes, I know about the early life of Sri Krishna. I've read it in the Mahabharata and seen it in the television adaptation, the Mahabharata TV series by B.R. Chopra. Now anyways, this place is invigorating to the mind. Being able to engage with so many great minds of religion and theology stimulated my understanding and willingness to explore the finer points of the faith. Hours, even days, are lost in conversation with sadhus, priests, and monks about the deeper meaning of the various passages in the Mahabharata. There's no need to be a scholar. Enlightenment can only be achieved through meditation. I don't need to study it because I'm a military man at heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need karma, you know? But I'm trying to work on being a better person. That's what the theology focuses for. In the middle of a pilgrimage. Sorry couldn't be there. Now return. Now you need 200 more. There's another way to get more karma. That's called the Diwali feast. Well then. I'll end the episode right after this. Or the beginning of next year. Not my lever. Which again, I regret to being Kinslayer. So when you look at the past, you know, rulers. I was just thinking, who is my... oh, there you are. I mean, even he never became a Kinslayer. I'm the first one. And this is just what led to the creation of this empire. Guide her in the right direction. But again, you're not going to inherit the country. There's litter and feathers all over the place when I enter the dining hall. I see a huge pelican standing on the table. When the spy master sees my steamy face, it tries to calm me down, introducing me to the new pelican guard. It bit me. Get rid of it. What's the matter with you? At least he's not a lunatic. But anyways, hopefully we'll have this area soon, thus controlling nearly all of the major areas of the Bengal Empire. And soon our next big war will be against Tibet for these areas. Because we want to expand more of Kamarupa again. Especially going all the way to the area where the mountains of where the river Brahmaputra comes from. In fact, the river starts all the way from Zongba and goes, that way, and then it expands upon, meets with the Ganga, and right to the delta. There's your little geography for you. So we hope you people enjoyed this episode of How Did the New Gupta Empire Came to Be. And soon we will be expanding slightly to the north. And once we have more karma, and it's highly likely we'll expand out west to the Kosala areas. And then they'll be next. Basically just try to control these areas just like the old Gupta Empire before turn your attention southwards, or even all the way to Lanka even. But don't want to go too far west, because otherwise we'll be meeting with the Abbasids. Because their vassals have broken it through for the first time. But they have not entered into the areas of Rajputana. And for now, there is no imperial decay. Because it's still relatively new. We only have one child so far, and that's Rajkumari Rani. Child of concubine, which would hurt the reputation a bit. But still. Sure, hope for a son. If not, then she's going to be the only child. It would become the future Samrajni of the Gupta Empire, the first female ruler. But I do have a contingency plan. If it were to happen, when she takes the throne, if I were to get killed somehow, or other means, don't worry, I have a plan in case that were to happen. No, it does involve murder. That's, I said, plans for her when she takes the throne, not me dealing with her out and have more heirs. No. I always think ahead, much like how I always record ahead in episodes. So we hope you people enjoyed this episode of Gupta. More episodes will be coming your way, obviously. But until then, so long for now.